Shalom everybody, this is Rabbi Shapira. Gosh, I hate to do those type of updates like I'm doing and I've been doing since October 7th. But you need to know what is happening right now and how to direct your prayers. I want to give you updates, so please take a moment, hit the share, hit the like. Some significant breaking development from Israel right now that everybody needs to be aware of. I've been warning you about some of this stuff. I've been warning, especially those in the United States, is happening. The Biden administration, and when I mean Biden administration, I mean Biden, spoke publicly today against Israel. And he said, and I quote, Israel starting to lose the support because its own administration. Israel need to replace its government. Let me tell you this. The President of the United States saying to another country, what a chutzpah, the mother of all chutzpah. He said to another democratic country, you need to get rid of your government. You know what? You don't see Israel telling America that. This is, to me, the arrogance of United States of America. I want to see what United States of America would have done if Mexico would have kidnapped equivalent of 31,000 American citizens and killed tens and tens of thousands. You know what? I'm going to tell you, 60 days later, Mexico would be wiped out from the face of the earth. There wouldn't be Mexico. And for the arrogance of the United States of America to speak like this to Israel, where we are dealing with demons, well, brothers, please read my book, The New Hamas. Where is all the people to promote this? I don't understand. What are we thinking? That it's not coming to America? Are you honestly believing this? No, it is coming to America. It is in America. You know, remember I told you the story about the little boy? Today, the school district said, we investigated both parties and we found no fault with the other party, saying to a kid, listen to this, saying to a kid, if I'm going to shoot you or I'm going to do something, you're the first one I'm going after. And the school come and say, no. This is nothing wrong with this. We're not going to prosecute it. We're not going to do anything. Brothers and sisters, this is the face of the nation. You know what the Talmud says about this? I'm going to tell you what the Talmud says about this. It says, in the age of the coming of Mashiach, the age of the generation, he'll be equivalent to the age of, to the face of a dog. Meaning, not a good dog. A dog, because it will be so ugly. The generation will be so ugly. The ugliness that is happening right now. And you should know, people ask me all the time, are we in Zechariah 14? Where are we prophetically right now? Let me tell you, brothers and sisters, the Bible says all nation will gather against Jerusalem, right? Does it say that in Zechariah? You know your Bible. I'm not here to preach at you. I'm with you. I'm here to tell you something. That right now, as an hour ago, there was a vote in the United Nations, which is arguably the single most anti-Semitic organization on the face of the universe. And you know what's the result came? Let me tell you what the result. Check it. Go check the statistics. 153 countries voted against Israel. 10 are for, 153 against, and a few other countries abstained. And some of those countries that were for are countries you never even heard about. Papua New Guinea, countries you never, none of the big countries. Thankfully, United States was still for Israel, but Biden says, time is running out, Israel. America is about to turn its back on you. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. One of two things will happen. And I'm telling you something, if you have not read the new Hamas, you need to read it today. You go to Ahavat, you read it today. Because I said in October 9th that Israel will not be able to defeat this demonic force until the coming of Mashiach. I said this, that this is the final battle of Yaakov and Esav. It says in the Torah, until, if you recall, until, what does it say? Until the sunrise. And we know what it is. The sunrise, the Shemesh, is the name of Mashiach. This struggle that we found out, we started right now with, is a battle that will lead us for coming of Mashiach. There will be no more down of this thing. You need to understand that. And Cindy, you are correct. The UN is filled with Hamas. The worst Hamas of all. The most corrupted is this organization because it represents the spirit of the anti-Mashiach. That is the war. People ask me, is the anti-Mashiach a person or a spirit? It's a spirit. It's a spirit. It can be an individual too. But remember what I spoke about in the book, about the Sarim that are controlling. The Sarim that are controlling. And it's happening right now. Look at this. Weeks have gone by. The Italian book still not released. Amazon still hold the book captive. Why would it take weeks after weeks after weeks to release the book in Italian? You tell me. Why can I release a shirt From the River to the Sea on Amazon in the name of free speech, and at the same time I cannot release the book called The New Hamas? Why do I get a nasty email from Facebook that is telling me that I'm breaking their policies, putting a link for the new Hamas? You tell me. You know why? Because it's the spirit that is right now in the world. How can a child go to a school and he says, he hears somebody's telling me, if I'm going to do something, you're my first target. And the principle, and believe me when I'm telling you this, they will hear from us. The schools will hear from me, and will hear from Ahavat Ammi International, and say, upon investigation, everything is okay. Are you dumb? Are you blind? Are you deaf? Or are you just infected with Hamas? Which one is it? Which one is it? You hear what I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, right now? This is stunning. Oh, here is my Talmida, Erika Moretti. We were just talking about this. How the spirit of Hamas still holding the Italian book hostage. And they say, it's violating. It's violating what? What are we violating? Oh, I know. We're speaking truth. There is no violation. You know what is violation? Violation is speaking truth. And you should know that. Look at this. 153 countries against Israel today. Brothers and sisters, my gosh, we are already on those days that all nations turn against Jerusalem. And what President Biden said today, let me tell you something. I'm not going to CNN, I'm not going to Fox. I am going to Israeli media and I see what they say. Everybody is stunned. Everybody is shocked that the President of the United States of America can speak like this. What do they expect us to do? Those people said clearly that they will continue to fight until the end. Shani, thank you for sharing this important thing. Stand with Israel. Let me tell you what you can do right now. You get 5 books, 10 books, 20 books, the new Hamas. Send them to your congressman. Do something useful. I am begging you. Get it to your government. Give it to the Christians. This Sunday, I went to many churches in my area. Oh my goodness. I ate one after another, mega churches. I came, I explained to them who I am, and why do they have to speak. No, not in the emails. I came face to face with the pastors. all were very kind, very, very polite, but none of them, not even one of them, is interested in really educating these people about what's happening in Israel. That is to me abomination, friends, abomination. So I'm asking you today, number one, we fight right now. I want everybody to get on Amazon, call Amazon and tell them, if you do not release Rabbi Shapira, New Hamas in Italian, we will boycott you. Do it. Do it. They are harassing and bullying the believers. And we will not stand with this. This week I am going to go to the school district. And I want to know how when a child here, we will put you in time machine back in the Holocaust, and this kid is still in school. And the tragedy is that the kid that received the harassment, he is the one who is being removed. He is the one who is being removed from the class. Are you mad? Have we lost our spiritual compass as a society of right and wrong? Are we that infected with Hamas? Are we infected to that level with Hamas? I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, the fight and the battle is on right now. And if you think we are in Parashat Vayeshev, right? Yaakov our father, went away, did not face Esau. And if you think that troubles will somehow disappear, let me give you a reality check. This trouble ain't going to be disappearing. They will not disappear. It's going to get magnified. And if I have to get security, I am going to get the message in Italy. If I have to get security, I am going to go to the school system. If I have to get banned from Facebook, ban me. But I will not stop, and neither do you. Brothers and sisters, learn something from Parashat Shavua. This parasha this week is important. Do not sit idle. You heard the brothers and sisters speaking to us from Israel, Dylan and Alex. And they say, do whatever you can do today. Do it. Get the new Hamas. Get it to the biggest churches in your town. Send a book to your governor. Send a book to the administrators. Because this tsunami is affecting our own children. And today we are in the 6th day of Hanukkah. What do we learn from Hanukkah in the end of the day? What is a justified war? What is a justified war? What is Israel fighting for right now? Let me put it to you in a reality perspective. We are fighting the same war that the Maccabees fought. Listen to me. The war we are fighting right now is not any different from the war of the Maccabees. What the Greek wanted to do. They wanted to take our children and to kidnap them spiritually, to contaminate them. Look what Hamas did. They kidnap physically our kids. I'm hearing more and more reports of children who literally losing their mind right now. They cannot cope with what is happening. Some of them become suicidal. Some of them go into depression. The trauma of the generation, you cannot even comprehend the trauma of this generation. And I'm telling you something. Look at this. We're asking help. Please help us right now. We want to get this bomb shelter in Tzfat. These children, 6 years old. What a normal child that is 6 years old need to learn about siren, and when he says siren, he need to play dead and run underground. Tell me, do you want your own children to raise out like that? Who is President Biden to tell Israel, oh, you need to stop now? What a chutzpah. What an arrogance. And I have a word for you Americans today. Americans, don't be arrogant. It is in America. Stand for what is right. Stand for what is truthful. Say what is righteous, because you will be shut down here very, very soon. Let me drink before I lose my voice. And I'm sorry, you hear my voice. It's not because yelling, it's because the fact that I feel again, when I get the voice tension, that's God says to me, shut up and start writing again. Fall of Edom is coming. And I'm going to give you a little scoop from the book right now, a special that you need to ask yourself. And here is the question. Will America be Edom that will fall? This is the question. Will America be Edom, or will America be Goshen? That is the choice that we have to make today. And making a choices like that, friends, require the people who stand in the gap. Remember what I said in the book. I said there will be nobody. It says in Ezekiel 22, nobody stood in the breach. Let me tell you something. If you do not stand in the breach against Hamas right now and the spirit in America, if you don't stand in the breach for America will be destroyed. America will be ruined. We need merit, we need truth, we need the voice of the righteous to stand against unrighteousness, against what is unholy, against what is unrighteous. To be buckled with the truth right now. The anti-Semitism that we're seeing on a daily basis. Thank you, by the way. Multiple parents have been writing to me and say, I don't know what to do. My son has been bullied. My daughter has been bullied. My grandkids been bullied. We're not going to put up with this. Hey, we're either going to be a Goshen or we're going to be Edom. Because Edom is going to fall. And I'm telling you something right now. I live in the United States of America, at least for the time being. I have a word for you. I don't want America to fall. I am not anti-American. I love this country. I've been educated in the United States of America. And I know a lot of the wonderful things in the United States of America. But this is not the same America, the America that I came to many years ago. This America that we are experiencing right now is going to be a new Edom. It is turning to a new Edom unless we stop it right now, right at this moment. And all the warning signs are before us. They're before us. Where is the righteous remnant? Where is the church to stand up today and say, Mr. President, if you speak against Israel in such a way, you're speaking against God and you're sending curses upon us all. I'm calling upon Christians today. Please share it. Please like it. I don't know what else to do. The more I go to churches, the more depressed I get. I'm like, what am I doing here? They build their mega churches full of nothingness. And all what they want to tell the people, oh, Jesus is coming soon. You're going to be raptured. No, you're not going to be raptured. There is no rapture. But Mashiach is coming. And right now, the prophetic word that is being released in real time. I don't have time to wait for the release of the new Edom. The fall of Edom is this. Are we going to accept Edom among our midst? Or are we going to rebuild right now Goshen? Brothers and sisters, we need Messianic Judaism to thrive. We need Messianic Judaism right now to raise our voice. We need the remnant church. We need to be doing this right now because nobody is standing in the gap. And we say, oh, no, it's far. All the nation, what it says, Zachariah, all the nations going to turn against Yerushalayim. No, it's far. No, it's not. Right now, 153 countries are against us. Only 10 are for us. And the biggest one who can veto the 153, which is United States of America, is right now issue a warning today to Israel. And you should know something. As an Israeli Jew, I can tell you, I love the IDF. I am a big supporter of the IDF. But some people do not understand what I said. So let me say it again to all of you, and I hope you hear it, we are not going to win this without the power of Mashiach. You hear what I'm saying right now? We are not winning this ultimate war without the spirit of Mashiach. And let me tell you something. These soldiers, not only that they are giborim, they are mighty, they are tzaddikim, many of them are tzaddikim, many of them are holy, but they need Mashiach ben Yosef, which is what the nations have to bring to the equation right now. What does it mean? It means that you go and you support Israel in any way, financially, in your tefillot, in going to Israel, in whatever it is, but you do it in the name of Mashiach ben Yosef. You don't say, I'm just here to help. I'm doing it in the name of Mashiach ben Yosef. This is important for everybody to hear what I'm saying right now. We need something more. We're over 60 days into this war. Look at this. Look at my eyes. I barely sleep. Every night I am in terror. Every 2 hours I have to look what's happening. Imagine what those under the tunnels feel right now. Imagine. If that's how we feel, imagine how they feel. Imagine. Look at what happened in the northern border under Israel. Our own staff, Eldat Kenan, his daughter, is in Kiryat Shmona. She have not been in her home now for 2 months. Can you imagine not being able to be in your home for 2 months? Being a refugee in your own country? What would the United States of America have done if they would bomb so much El Paso that they have to evacuate off of El Paso? There wouldn't even be Mexico. There wouldn't even be that. You have to understand how absurd this is. And now in those days, the fact that 153 countries voting against Israel today, beloved, you should know this, that we are in the days that all the nations will turn against Israel. We are in those days. Don't be ignorant of those days. We need Ben Yosef right now. And things are going to get worse. I wish I could tell you here, everything is going to be great, everything going to be all right. But when Yaakov fought Esav, the Malach of Esav, remember in the Torah, he got hurt. And the deep wound is significant, and it's getting significant by the second for our people. I'm not just talking about the physical deaths of our soldier. We are traumatized by all of those things. So I'm asking you today, I'm giving you some things that I can say online, something I cannot say offline. The spirit of Hamas is real. Look at what this little boy in our own yeshiva, 14 years old, look what he's dealing with. No kid should be displaced from his class because somebody bullied him. Do you believe this is righteous? This is godly? This is what Hashem have in store for us when we establish this country? No, I don't believe so. So today, 6 nights of Hanukkah, we are enter Pele Yoetz El Gibor Ahavat 6th night. We got to stand for this eternality today. The eternality of promise to God, to his people, the eternality of our unification, of Yosef unification from Yaakov. I have to finish this book, The Fall of Edom. But the more I write, I tell you what concerns me. I am starting to sense that the new Edom is not Europe. I'm starting to sense in my spirit something heavy as I write it, that the new Edom is starting to be United States of America. I pray that this will not be the case and that I am wrong. But right now, the Ruach HaKodesh showing me that the new Edom is rising within us here, and we have to fight it. And today we are asking you to be the army of the Maccabim. You be the army of the Maccabim. The church be the army of the Maccabim. The people of God be the army of the Maccabim. You are fighting darkness. And if you see darkness, you better speak about darkness. Stop being politically correct. So what if they don't like you? For Amazon to hold my book like this hostage, I'm telling you something, I'll say it publicly, there is no reason for that. We have been targeted. And I am going to call it, and I say you have been targeting us. Facebook, Zuckerberg, you are anti-Semitic Jew. I don't have any other way to say this publicly. What do you do telling me that I cannot speak about a Hamas? What kind of a Jew, a human being, say I cannot say that Hamas is a terrorist organization? You have violated our policies? Really? What policy have I violated? Tell me. Our own families are being murdered and we are violated? Anything? I found this to be disgusting and to be shameful. And we cannot stand for that. So today, I'm praying. And I know my wife is very worried. I'm not driving, sweetheart. Look at this, I'm not driving. Always worried about me, my precious wife. You pray for this woman of God. This woman is amazing. No, Hamas is not terrorism, guys. Hamas is a Satan himself. Go and read the book again. Hamas is a Satan revealing himself here on the face of the earth. I don't need the FBI to tell me that they're a terrorist organization. This is an organization who is rooted. Read back the book. There is a Sar above Hamas, and the Sar above Hamas called Satan himself. And when we act without differentiation of what right is wrong, right and wrong, hurry, don't ask the question. Read the darn book. You already purchased the book. Terrorist is undermining them. Terrorist is physical. We are talking about something in the spiritual realm. Look beyond the terror and the terrible things that they have done. There is a force that's controlling these people. And this force is Satan himself. Here you go. I have a question now. I see my good friends, the Perez, they're educator. I have a question for you, the Perez. If a boy would have told another boy in a school, I have a question for you. Another boy in a school, the moment I will do something, you're the first one I go after. What would you do as a principal? Let me tell you what they do in the Bible Belt. They investigate it and they say, bye-bye, it's all good. We'll just remove the boy, we'll keep it quiet. Oh my God, what is happening to us? What is happening to us that the president can say publicly, Israel, remove your government, change your government? You see, what is happening is God used United States government right now to put the seed of chaos inside of Israel. I want you to understand that. He used America to put more seed, more oil to the fire. We don't need more oil to the fire right now. We need to have unity. We need to have Ahavat Israel. We need to make sure that Baal Zvuv, the little fly, does not enter between our lips, as I explained. And what America doing? No, Israel, you need to change things because it doesn't work. Don't speak to Israel this way. The forces that controlling United States government that caused them to speak like that is not from this, it's not from Hashem. I want you to know that it's not from Hashem. How can it be? Oh, thank you, Cindy. How can it be that Harvard University still have this witch as a president? Where is their board of directors? Remove this woman. Remove this woman. Immediately. The one from MIT at least resigned, had the dignity to resign. But Harvard kept this woman who says, is this anti-Semitism? It's a matter of context. Is it a matter of context? No, it is not. No, it is not a matter of context. Where is the backbone of America? This is my question exactly, Grace. And the question is much bigger. Where is the backbone of the church? Where is the backbone for the believers? Today I was getting an eye exam, and my eye doctor is devout Christian. I asked, do you know what's going on in Israel? He said, no, we don't listen to this. We don't really talk about this in our church. I said, how can it be that you don't talk about this in the church? How can it be that it's not even spoken about in your church? You say, oh, what we're talking about is Jesus coming, Jesus coming. I said, but Jesus is coming to Israel. No, Jesus is coming to the church, Rabbi. No, Jesus, Yeshua, is coming to the Jewish people. Listen to me. If he's not coming to the Jewish people, he is not the Mashiach. It is simple as that. Any Mashiach that is not coming to the Jewish people is not the real, authentic Mashiach. It's another Mashiach. And here in December 25, and I'm not here to offend Christians who celebrate Christmas. I'm so tired of this. But how many people truly understand in December 25 that he is the King of the Jews, that he is the King of Israel, and he's returning to Israel? How many people? Erika, even in Italy, most churches don't speak about this. Why? It's not because they're scared. I tell you why. Because their theology dispensed Israel. They replaced Israel, and they replaced Yeshua with another Yeshua. They replaced Israel and they replaced Yeshua, and they're going to be shocked when he comes. Today, we have a choice. And I'm going to tell you something, it doesn't matter. This is one thing that Hanukkah teaches. In the final battle, in the miraculous battle, and I hope you've been enjoying the programs every night, but in the miraculous battle against General Gorgias, what did Yudam the Maccabee says? He says, I am going to take 5,000. We are not going to wait for the Greek to attack us. Learn something from the story of Hanukkah. He said, we are not going to wait for them to attack us. We are going to attack them. You hear what I say? We are going to attack them. And this is what we have to do today as truly disciples of Yeshua. We need to go on the offense against darkness. We are compassionate to those who we need to be compassionate to, but when it's come to darkness, we have to be cruel. Cruel against darkness. And do not let darkness in. That's what we are learning from the story of Hanukkah. And that's when we will see miracles. He took an army of 6,000 people against, they were outnumbered 1-8, and they won. You know why? Because they fought a war that is a just war. And today I don't know how to say it in the simplest way. So let me say, we, Israel, the nation of Israel, is in the most just war on our existence. There is no more just war in the history of war than what we are doing right now in Gaza. There is nothing more justified than what we are doing right now. Israel right now is pumping water into the tunnel. Oh, those cruel Israelis. You want to talk about cruelty? You know what cruelty? To take a baby and put him in an oven and bake him. To take a baby kfir from his own parents. To take a mother that is about to be born and to give birth and to rape her And then they murder her baby. That's, friend, is the lack of humanity. Israel is the most human, and you should know it, the most human organization, a state with the highest values. And President Biden should not lecture to us as Israelis. What did you do to ISIS? And it wasn't even on your own soil after September 11. Imagine that consistent September 11. I want to see what Americans would do. Don't be hypocrites, Americans. Come on! Biden just sealed his administration. You should know. What should we be looking? I got to run, guys. What should we be looking in the days ahead? We should be looking to see if United States turn violent against Israel. I do believe that there is a chance that United States completely turn its back on Israel. You say it's impossible, impossible. Don't say it's impossible. The words of Biden that were released this evening just upset my neshama. Number two, these 153 countries. The IMF, the International Monetary Fund, already announced this evening that they're going to send tens and tens of millions to the poor people of Gaza. Are you kidding me? Did you see how they welcomed the Hamas with the hostages in the street, with candies, with joy, with clapping? That what innocent people in Gaza. They're the one who chose Hamas. Who is the one who has chosen Hamas in 2005? Who is the one who turned Gaza to a prototype of hell? The people of Gaza chose. And Torah teaches that people choose what is in their heart. Incredible that some Americans think there is such a thing as innocent Palestinians. There is no innocent Palestinians. Because they have chosen. Their leaders have chosen. They could have taken Sinwar. And by the way, Sinwar himself, he was saved. We saved his life. Israel operating when he has cancer. You're talking about demon that is in the level of Adolf Hitler. Know the truth. Speak the truth and act according to the truth right now. We're entering into a critical times, friends. You see what I am seeing now, and I don't like it and scares me. That America tried to shake and move Bibi and the government. Listen, I'm not a fan of Bibi. I'm not a fan of Bibi. I have not been a fan of Bibi for years. But this is not about Bibi. This is not about Gantz. This is not about Ben Gvir. This is not about anybody in our government, whether we like it or not. This is about the existing and survival of the Jewish people as a nation. And if Hamas remain today, Israel's future is uncertain. And Hamas will remain until we call upon Mashiach. I'm asking you today, make your voice heard. I said it many, many, many times. Call Amazon. Tell them, hey, if you don't release the new Hamas book in Italian, I am boycotting you. They need to hear that. A nasty letter is ready by me already. Number two, friends, the new Hamas book. I want you to go to churches. Start going to churches. Give it to the senior pastor, to the government, and say, do you stand for that? Or do we stop it here today in our city, in our country, in our school? Because it's happening. What's happening is not some fable story. I'm telling you a story of my own student, which is the same son of the same age of my own boy Noah. What to say that it's not going to happen to Noah? Oh, no, it's already happened to Noah. With a bunch of anti-Semite kids all around us. It's already happening. And your child, your grandson, is next. You have to make sure that you make a voice stand today. Tonight we're in the 6th night. And I'm asking us all to take the actions in the midst of the darkness, in this great midst of darkness. Enter it, and you be the light. Don't be afraid to speak the truth, because the truth is always light, and it's always going to come with darkness. So for us here at Ahavat, Ammi, we continue to get all this anti-Semitic stuff. You know what, at this point, I just don't care. I don't care. We continue. We push. The fall of Edom will be released with a warning to America. Please, make sure you get this book pre-order. Make sure it's already ready for you. I hope that this video today, from the bottom of my heart, with what's happening right in real time in Israel, will get tons of shares, and you understand that we're on board time. Thank you, everybody, and let's make whatever time we have left count, every moment and every second. I'll see you this evening for Hanukkah celebration. Thanks, everybody.